just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be out right at the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Two jet bombers. Two jet bombers. Check nickel. Hey, watch it. Alert flare. Under 10. Pistol. Check 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Regular. Let's get it. Pistol.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
What's that? 19. 44. I got it.
Watson on 1st down. Underneath for Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, they scared.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now it's Watson, and the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Mayfield on 1st down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
47, 19, 24, go!
On 1st down, it's Watson. Complete here, it's Hyde. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down. I don't even know why this team showed up.
On first down, Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Stay with your man.
Here's Johnson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 49 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Mayfield, he's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man. A little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
44 is the mic. 44 is Mike. Check on front.
Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Check. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, 59. Not 7. 44 to Mike. So we got man.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Push him back. 54. Twist. Check 3. One take. Alert. 44. Mike, 44.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
He was brought down by Denzel Ward. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They go play action. Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Alert!
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They're already already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Out to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Zach Cunningham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Dontrell Hilliard there to make the grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Out of the gun, Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Johnson was the intended receiver. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they thought, like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to loft one, deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got Fuller. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Safe. 36.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I'm coming after you. Kill. 4.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert! Hey, I7. X3, 218. I got
Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Check. Hey, switch gears. Check. Check 9. I got it.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. David Njoku with time running out as they are now an extra point away from perhaps stealing one here in the final minute. So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right? And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
We better than that.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Mike 31. Mike 51.
Watson now to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Mack Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
We've been to enough practices to recognize what we saw there. That was good coaching, right? Taking care of the football, protecting it, making sure you don't give anything up. But boy, oh boy, that's hard for a lot of quarterbacks to give up on a play, isn't it?
Yeah, but he did the right thing. Protect the football because I think you saw what I saw. There was really nothing downfield.
And nothing downfield. If you try and force it, sometimes you turn a bad play into something way worse, and you can really hurt your team that way.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it with Johnson. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one,
whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.